So we're entering the Sunlight Basin. The weather until just about 20 minutes ago was completely socked in and foggy and rainy. The predicted temps for around here were supposed to be highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s, and I said that sounds great. Then when I got here, it got way colder. This cold front came in further down than they thought it was going to, and the highs were in the 50s. The lows were in the 40s, and that was at like 5,000 or 6,000 feet. So 10,000 feet, I'm sure it's below freezing, and I'm sure it was also snowing. But I headed anyway, and it looks like it's looking a little better. But here's Sunlight Creek, and this is heading west towards Yellowstone up into the mountains, up to this Painter mine. It's over like a 10,000 foot pass. It's a mine that closed in 1900s. So it's looking better than it was, but I don't know. I have a creek I have to ford too, and it's been raining for 2 days, so. So just after I gave this little intro video a while ago, I stumbled on this 2-track down to this campsite. It is just so awesome. Something like halfway up. I think it's called Sulphur Creek or something now too. But it just turned into a 4-low mode, or a 4-low type of trail. It's a small cabin from a settlement that used to be here, I think in the 1800s, called Lee City. Mountains just go up forever here. sound like zapping electricity. The views are just crazy. It just kind of broke out above the tree line. Well, we ran into a problem. I guess a couple years ago they got a ton of snow and it's just never melted. It might take years to melt. So that's a trail on the other side. It's supposed to go up. Switchbacking over the top of this saddle, which would have been super cool. See that view, but can't really tell. But yeah, I went up there and over there. I think I'm gonna camp down there. This is still a pretty cool view. Found another campsite up near where I got stopped by the snow. It's pretty nice. I'm worried how cold it's going to get up here tonight though, so I think I'm going to go down. It is just amazing here though. Well, I was trying another trail. It got super rocky. I can do it, but I don't know how far those rocks go, and I really got to get the camp set up. So I am retreating and going back out into the valley where the river is. Some cool old cabin things up here on the left. It's weird because there's flatter ground and more protected ground, but I don't know. Somebody really liked that spot for the cabin. Still coming down the trail that I gave up on because it was getting kind of late, and I decided just to get down in elevation, but it's this cool, really steep section that intersects with a creek. This is the beginning of, I think, 108 that runs to the other side of where I was trying to go in before, to the painter mine I couldn't get, so it kind of goes to like the next valley. But let's see how this is. Trail's like totally a floodplain of baby head boulders. It's kind of cool. A little hazy out on 108, but everything was looking really good. New trail, it's always fun. back the way I came. Another creek crossing a pretty steep uphill exit. No! There's this giant deadfall across the trail. Oh! I mean, I have a little saw, but it would take me 10 years to do anything with this. Man, I was just starting to get close to the tree line too. Damn it. This is such a tease. I don't even know why I'm walking and looking. Man, look how cool this trail is. It just keeps going up the valley right next to the river, creek. Oh well. I think I foresee an electric chainsaw on my list of purchases. The trail's actually made of dirt. It's kind of weird. Been on rocks for so long. Oh yeah, and the the dead end with the tree was actually like the far end of a homestead or something. There were some old buildings I found. I actually missed the turn for the road. It just went down the steep hill into a creek. So I thought it was just like a campsite or something, but that was the actual road. So, still open. Just when I think I've seen the coolest creek crossing, and another cool one shows up. That is a tree trunk. Just went through this section where there was, I don't know, easily 100 trees down, so I wonder if they had like a microburst from a thunderstorm or something, blew a bunch of stuff over. Slight problem. Just got just above the tree line. That's where I came from. And there's this huge talus pile. This whole thing's just sliding down the mountain. And the trail goes around that, and they kind of built a trail, but it's it's a creepy side hill, and it's maybe the size of quads or side by side. I do not have the huevos to try it. I'll walk down over there and give you guys a better look. So there's where I stopped. There's this crazy side hill, which I'm sure it's all two-dimensional, because of the camera, but it's probably about 25 degrees up, maybe, I don't know, 15 slanted sideways, and it's just right off the side of this. And then, I don't even know what the hell it does around this curve. I mean, oh, this isn't so bad. I would actually do this. Well, it's kind of eroded. But yeah, that's a showstopper right there. It just boggles my mind how you get a steam engine and a boiler up a road like this. It's amazing. So I came back to the camping spot I found on the way in, the really awesome one. And this is going to be my stay here last night, stay here tonight, camp in the same place 2 nights and just relax. And when I came here yesterday, it was sunny, there was these guys fishing, and it was just so nice, and the sun went down, and I was here kind of late, so I didn't get much time to enjoy it. And was looking forward to today being sunny and just hanging around, and the wind had changed, and it's just kind of cold and blustery, and I could deal with that, but the problem is it's cold and blustery, and then the sun comes out, and it's like instantly too hot. Like for all the gear you have on, you get hot and sweaty, and then the sun goes away, and it's like instantly too cold, and you're freezing. You put your layers back on. I've like stripped on and off layers like 10 times today, and it's frankly, it just it sucks. I mean, I know I'm in a wonderful spot, but this was the day of just hanging out and chilling out and relaxing, and it's kind of not working. I kind of wish I was driving, but I either have one more trail to do in the area that's really, really hard, and today's not a weather day to do it, or I leave the area and start heading back home. So we'll have to see. It's also stressful. I'm afraid to cook anything with all the bears, so I just been eating cold food and cold sandwiches and pasta and stuff I boiled the other day. I mean, they recommend going 200 yards away and cooking, but I don't really want to carry all my crap 200 yards away and cook, and then you're not even supposed to sleep in the clothes you cook in. So I don't know, you cook in your clothes and then change and go to bed and then change back into your clothes. Like, all the grizzly bear camping stuff is kind of stressing me out. I don't think I'd come back to grizzly bear country by myself. I definitely think I'd wait until I had a group. In a group, you're less threatened, more protection. But yeah, this is supposed to be my day to chill out, and just like the fact that the weather sucks and I can't like cook and chill out, or at least I'm afraid to. Maybe that's irrational, but I kind of don't think it is. Oh well, we'll see. The weather's been acting like it might break, but it just never does. So I have a feeling it's going to be like this all night. Certainly the rest of today, but I guess we'll see what tomorrow morning holds. Random cave action. Okay, enough moaning. This is way better than being at work. This is the adjacent campsite to where I'm at. Maybe, I don't know, 20 yards away, 30 yards away. It's also pretty nice. The only fly in the ointment of both these campsites is the road's basically right there where my finger is. So, kind of got traffic driving by. But still, this is a pretty cool area. And honestly, me by myself, being right next to the road and the cliff, I think that's not like a super high bear traffic area. But then again, people and locals camp here and leave shit in the fire rings, so who the hell knows. Yeah, this would be great to come back with a group. Have a bunch of people tackle the Morrison Trail and then tackle the trails back here. So maybe someday I'll be back. Yeah, if you're not here on a weekend, it's just really nice. I hear it gets pretty busy here on the weekend, and these roads and trails are one way in, one way out, so I can see how they get a little busy on the weekend. But you know, most people are here for Yellowstone over there, and even the people that come up here on the weekend, you know, it's not like a major urban center anywhere around here, so it's not like Colorado busy, I imagine. I thought I heard little kids giggling. It's just some ducks. At least I know it wasn't going crazy. I don't know if this will show up on video, but every night it's been the bat show. About 8:30, 9 o'clock. Oh wow, I think you can see it. But I was waiting for him to show up tonight, and I was worried they weren't coming. It's a little bit cooler than it was last night. Oh, there he is. Oh wow, you can actually see him. Cool. Yes, the bat show never fails to entertain. Oh. Buggers are hard to film. Yeah, I was just sitting here last night and I just heard these like clicks and stuff. I didn't know what the hell they were, and then all of a sudden I realized it was their echolocation noise. cool too, because every now and then there'll be a bug over your head, and they'll just swoop down like 2 or 3 feet over your head. Getting just dark enough where I can't film them anymore, but I'll roll for a little bit longer and see if one swoops down. Oh, yeah, I can see that one kind of. Oh, one was coming right at me there. It's coming right at me. Okay, I'm gonna go watch Bat Show with my own eyes. So one final nighttime video. Last night, I heard my antenna ping and it flop around. So either the bats just hit my antenna or it like contracts when it's cooling and like, I don't know, does something. But I was just sitting here and all of a sudden I heard thwong and turned around and my antenna's moving. But I didn't hear the bat hit it. But that explains a giant mystery I had last night. I was like, what in the hell is on my truck hitting my antenna? Okay. Now I'm really going to bed.